Shakur Stevenson is an exciting prospect in a stacked division of boxing we haven't seen in years. The lightweight division contains some of the biggest and brightest stars of the sweet science, names like Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Vasily Lomachenko, and Ryan Garcia, to name a few. So, just how good is Shakur Stevenson? In this video today, we're going to take a look at what makes Shakur Stevenson so special, analyzing his attributes over an impressive 25 professional career, and focusing on three key factors: timing, preparation, and distance management, defense and counter punches, and his combination of attacks. This is DBD Fight Club. Welcome back. After securing silver in the 2016 Olympics, Shakur Stevenson signed with Top Rank and made his debut in 2017 in the featherweight division. Although improving dramatically in the last 6 years, Shakur embodied impressive composure and fight IQ even in the very beginning of his career. Shakur often took his time against these opponents, displaying simple and yet effective combinations to slow them down and score some points in the judges' eyes. Against Juan Tapia and Roxburgh Patrick Riley, we see Shakur starting to hone in on his distance management skills. The southpaw stays just outside his opponent's reach, forcing his opponents to swing. He analyzes his range by throwing light lead jabs in front of his opponent, not only to manage distance and set up combinations, but to frustrate the opposing fighter, leaving him to guess what's coming next. Shakur tends to step back in larger strides than other fighters, which allows him to see the entire frame of his opponent and sets up some beautiful counters. These come in all shapes and forms, but keep an eye for his counter left. Against Carlos Ruiz, we see another attribute of Shakur's distance management. He tends to move his lead foot off the center line and makes a big stride to the right side of the opponent. This tends to be quite successful for southpaw fighters, as it throws off the opponent and opens up the possibility of throwing some hard shots. Shakur isn't afraid to make these small physical adjustments during the fight. Fortunately for him, his cardio is impressive and keeps up. In 2019, he fought for an interim IBF and WC title against Jesse Rosales. We started to see Shakur perfect every weapon in his arsenal. Not only is he timing his shots, preparing for the counter, and delivering heavy shots back to the opponent, he showcases his excellent defense and blocking abilities. In the fourth round of this fight, he moved outside Rosales' center line, catching a low hook to the body, thus weakening the left hook to the head, and delivered two unanswered left straights to sit his opponent down for good. Shakur returned to the ring to fight Christopher Diaz to retain his belts. While keeping up with his crisp and clean combinations, we see Shakur add an interesting element to his arsenal. He holds his lead jab against his opponent's guard, opening up a shot to the body. A unique tactic I haven't seen too often, but a brilliant way to confuse your opponent and land some devastating punches. I love to see boxers try unique things to win fights, and these subtle tricks he does allows him to tee off and launch a barrage of strikes against his opponent. In a fight with Joet Gonzalez, we see Shakur controlling the distance, taking large steps forward and back, and delivering that signature counter left. The way he positions himself gives him a better chance to prepare and time the counterpunch. Against Felix Caraballo, we see those beautiful combinations from Shakur, mixing in jabs, straights, and body shots. And in the sixth round, Shakur delivers a counter left hook to the body to knock down his opponent for good. Shakur has a very unique ability to be first in his exchanges. Even on the defensive, blocking shots to the head and body, slipping punches, or taking a step back, he returns the favor and counters with his own set of strikes. Staying just outside his opponent's reach gives him a better ability to read them, and opens up multiple routes to prepare for his next attack. To add to his arsenal, he is also lightning quick, and able to generate power from tight areas. Even these short hooks to the head are enough to stumble and frustrate his opponents. In October of 2021, he faced Jamel Herring. Despite also being a southpaw, Jamel had no answer for Shakur's style. Shakur made it a priority to time all of his attacks, and then would unload 4, 5, and even 6 punches in combination. against Oscar Valdez, we see a perfect Shakur Stevenson. Stepping off the center line and delivering follow-up shots allowed him to be more aggressive. His distance management played an important factor in this fight. As Valdez was constantly reaching forward, causing him to lose balance, it made it easier for Shakur to land some heavy punches. The 30-0 Mexican fighter was handed his first professional loss. Shakur delivered a masterclass and impressed the likes of millions around the world, earning multiple super featherweight titles. Later in 2022, he faced Olympic gold medalist Robson Conceição in his Newark, New Jersey homecoming. The Brazilian was on the offensive very early into the fight, even landing some very good strikes, but unfortunately he had no answer for the counter left hook. In April of this year, he made his lightweight debut against undefeated Japanese fighter Shuichiro Yoshino, delivering a beautiful and mature performance. Shakur didn't rush his technique. He shed light to every weapon in his arsenal, allowing him to not only win the fight, but to completely outclass his opponent. And with a 6th round TKO, Shakur Stevenson entered the lightweight division in beautiful fashion. Despite being fresh in a new division, there is a lot of hype behind Shakur Stevenson. His Olympic and amateur background, association with Drake's OVO and Floyd Mayweather, and impressive boxing career make Shakur a star in the combat sports world. I believe he's a tremendous talent and a skilled southpaw that can give problems to top lightweights like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. But what do you guys think? Who do you think Shakur should fight next in the lightweight division? Let me know your thoughts and comments below. This is DBD Fight Club, and we'll see you next time.